Guys, it's very early now. It's like almost 3 a.m. Okay, uh, but I don't know why. But if you are black, sit down and listen. Okay, I don't care where you are, Brazil, whatever it is, mix, not mix, whatever. Sit down and listen. It's a point of my life now. If something comes to my conscience or unconscious more often, come back. I know it's something to take in consideration, okay? And this is not a video for black supremacy, or I don't know if it's a thing, but or division. But something really bothered me for since I came up for all this awakening, our history, okay? So this is not about the jealousy other people, no, as a race now. This is us. This, if somebody gonna be very irritated with this video, you need to sit down themselves and think, am I racist? Or am I ignorant? Or am I whatever? This is people who have power. People control everything. They will never tell you. They will never want this part of us to be heard. Okay, I don't care you are where, Africa, IT, whatever. We need to sit down individually as people to start thinking about history as a whole. History. Sorry, there are noise, but it's like I don't know. I could sleep, and this I have kids. Okay, so part of whole story is start like you have a kid, he's a baby, and we can maybe sit down and take a walk, stage of baby. But history is, for me, it's like history really hung up when a baby maybe go to school, which is maybe 6 years old, 4 years old. So they just push down. It's like you have a history of a baby when he started school. But you don't have a story of a baby, your baby, or one photo of a baby when they are baby. It's weird. It's weird, and this is part of us. They don't want to know. That's why all us as a black, they focus their energy in one subject only: slavery. I don't discount slavery. They change us who we are. Many black people, we walk in the street head down when we see other race. We think is a superior than us. Never mind for us, like me, dark skin. So people really hate ourselves. You see somebody else is superior. This is thing I can tell even people who have another race who are maybe educated or dig in, they know that. And they will never be irritated by this because they know this is a part of history they don't want us to. Even the biggest book we idolize, we believe, like a Bible, you have no idea. They suppress a lot of things, not only for black race, for almost everything. For women, yes. But for us, black race, we are like nothing. So we never, take it from me, we never go far if we never go far if we keep this fake history going on so long. This thing is not irritated me because I'm jealous. Elizabeth is just wanna 15 seconds of what to say, 15 minutes of fame. Yeah, thank you, universe, because I forgot. So this is not about this. This is something I couldn't sleep. And yesterday I was in Twitter, not too much, but I hear people write like, "Oh my God, Elon Musk gave $3 million for Italian civilization to be capped." Ta, ta, ta. I was like, "Wow, that's very good, very good. That's very good." But they have, things like this. They have tax in the income to whatever to discount. That's very good for him. But I was like, "Hold a minute. Everybody wanna keep their history. We don't. Our history is very rich. I don't talk about money here. Very rich. We own almost everything, and they know it. They know we own everything to history. They need to support. History is start there, and they know it start there, but they don't want it. They don't want. So I'm telling you this, especially at schools. I remember when I was younger, at our school, at Africa, when I studied, I knew Canada before I came to Canada. I knew they have trees, they are rich trees. And when I came, I was like, wow, trees, water. I knew Canada, which is fantastic. And I am here. But we spend all this time to read about other people. This is why we have mass immigration. So we never cut immigration. They blame immigration. Oh, too much immigration. They come, but people, we study about them. We idolize them naturally. So this is vice versa. So they can't blame immigration. I know now they have manifestation in Europe. Why? Oh, we don't need immigration. It's too much. And at the same time, the book text, they have on the book text Africa 8% of history. So basically, it's like my kids. You tell them know somebody else as a mom than me. See, this is we do. We push our own like somebody. You told. I tell my story of my kid, but other mom, maybe neighbor mom. I don't know. So what they gonna know? They gonna neighbor mom. Guys, this is serious. Is this a point of my life? I don't have time for pettiness, and I will never give my life in this fake fame for clickbait. No, this is I think I talked with my husband like 2 weeks ago. It's a very heavy. It's a very heavy subject, and many people shy away, especially in our community, because it's look like we can't be done. But I'm here to say that we need to be done. We never, we never go far. We never go. History is so. I think I don't know. He told me, I said, so how are we gonna do? They write history. I said yes, but we start to own our own history. There, they're gonna force. You're gonna force them to recognize this. We own our land. That's why if treore, you listen to me, Juta, this is three hero for me. Mali, Burkina Faso, and I don't know which another country. They tried so hard, eh? And the other one is like maybe I'm gonna remember Senegal. Yeah, thank you, universe. Maybe you will rescue me. So this kind of we need to start. I hear they has a country, I don't remember which one, start to ban the wigs. I was like, yeah, but wig is like decoration. But you can ban wig. I don't have one, but I don't think I wear wig right now. So we can ban wig, but you go to school, you learn somebody's history. This is the biggest. I think it's the biggest thing you can talk now, and it only could be done if we started with African country, but because history, the world, they will never change this because they know this will change everything, and they will push to the all the big scandal when they want to take a scandal outside. Always we have another thing coming, so the scandal will never go out. This is the same thing they're gonna do. Say Africa, okay? It's natural for them because they know it's just forget about everything. Just look, if you have kids, you don't have kids, look for kids, what they are studying at school. If you are African, now I'm here, I'm finding up the hero African I never knew. So people like you are ignorant. Yes, many people think I don't know. Like opposition of Kenya who died, Odinga, I think Odinga. I mean, many things like we are so consumed with other people needs, other people history, which is shiny, very shiny because it's a repetition. They're very shiny and they put it very shiny and very believable, which is believable. But where is our history? And we never wait for them to write it. I talk about this in my Twitter when I was in Africa this year, and my niece, she went to school, and how school, and my God, how the things to go to school. She's going college, I think, or high school. It's almost 500,000 shilling to go to school. Exercise this one. They ask like tracksuit, they maybe whatever Adidas, which I love Adidas, but it's like they have all these things like really, really like expensive. So kids like poor kids can really never go to school, and when they finally go to school, they learn somebody else's things. She have a tracksuit like two for exercise. Why? I don't have tracksuit for exercise. I just wear whatever is leggings. See, I can buy tracksuit, but why they? Everybody knows if you don't wear stretching clothing when you do exercise, you never do very good exercise. So let people do who wear bad clothing and they know, okay, I need something to stretching. Anything who have stretch can do exercise? Why we push so much things, so much technically exported product? I remember we went to the store, calculation, you look like 25,000 shilling. I was like, is this I buy $2 store? You know, because we buy. They just have a lot of things. This is why my dad was very, very hero for me. He really pushed school. He almost his own salary for me to go to school, for my brother to go to school, for everything go to school and go to high school. I couldn't finish and I get pregnant. That was a very blow to him, you know. And he tried all these things. So now my niece, when I see, I say, wow. I see my brother, his kids, they ask a lot of things. The parents do whatever they want to fulfill these things. They struggle, people, to have these things. But when you go to school, all these parents give everything we learn about somebody else. If we never cut 80% of history to put in the book, okay? Africa, I remember I sing when I was young about Mandela. Mandela, I have and maybe people gonna have video of me when I was younger singing at school, but people forget they have Steve Biko. This is a part of history they suppress outside of Africa. I don't think we study a lot about Steve Biko in history Africa. So anyway, guys, these things I couldn't sleep. I know it's 3 a.m. now, but as African, I don't care which country, we have the same. I know, or black people, we are everywhere. It's time to own history from our length. If we don't do that, we are almost nothing. That's why we walk around with a head down. Our kids walk around with a head down. And everybody is beating themselves to put their history in the map. They always have discovery, and they will never be us. Do you see? They have discovery. Oh, discover this one somewhere. Discover this, it's somewhere. This is by design, but because if you know somebody, you're gonna love. You will not never love somebody you don't know. And knowing somebody is part of love too. Tell me somebody you know, you love, you don't know. What is their favorite color? Well, these simple things. What do they want to drink? You know somebody. When you start knowing somebody and you love, that's why they keep the part. We feed. I don't tell this. We feed everybody else with our raw material. Yes, we feed. We feed everybody with our sport. We feed everybody with our voice, singing. We have zero return. And we have zero in history. Yes. When I went to school here, guys, I have a chance to go back to have my diploma here. And the school name is Cartier. It's a Beaconsfield here. And I have very good teacher. It's very, history is boring sometimes, and this guy was very good, and he keep us entertained, and this thing really make me emotional because if I was more than 30 years, I was like, teacher, I asked teacher, when you gonna talk about us? When you gonna talk about First Nation? He was very good teacher. I don't remember his name, and he told me, Elizabeth, why should I talk about you? Give me reason. Why should I talk about you? I laugh. We laugh. Why should I talk about you? What part of me want to talk about you? What am I gonna gain? I was like, you are right. I said, why should I talk about you? If I know you, I'm gonna love you. I don't wanna know you. I really don't care. And he still doesn't care either. And we spend all this. I think I have 60 in history not because I love history, I love politics, but I went to school without knowing English. Yes, so I was learning English because it's a subject. When the English, I go to the English class, so I learn English, and when I go to history, I do history, but I didn't really register many things. I started really memorize the question and answers, and that's why I pass. I pass really, really hard because I love the subject. I pass, but it was challenge because it was in the middle of everything. I don't know English. I still in English, but I pass 60, I think. And my teacher, I honor everything for a teacher because he was very honest. Like Elizabeth, I don't know you, and I don't really care about you. I don't want to know you. I was like, why you don't want to know me? I said, Elizabeth, if I know you, I'm going to love you. That's who history is based. We kept for ourselves. So people don't know about other people. I was like, yeah, you are right. Yes. And when it was February, we have Black History. We went to the another room because it was all day. Okay, very good school, by the way. If you are adult, you don't finish school, go to Beaconsfield. Okay, Montreal is very good school, and I think it's government is subvention. They give money, so it's not expensive to go there. You need your ticket anyway, but very good school. So I think in February we had um, Black History. So we went there. They gave us what Black did. Da, 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 da. They have cookies, drink, and Black people. We were there like 10, and the wife of. We have like two teachers. Their husband, they are Black, and there. It was a very good place. And you get out of that, you feel energized a little bit. And so my point is, if I felt, maybe because of me, but if I felt left out, how about my kid? So this is affect in confidence inside of us. This really affect our self-esteem, and which is a will passport for everything. You need to feel good about yourself in order to do things. So our kids spend almost 8 hours at school, and when they do everything, and they go to history. We do this, da 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 da, da, and no other thing comes from us. Philosophe, oh, Russia, there, oh, this Rome, this, pyramid, yala, that. We own pyramid. I know it's Africa, but we don't have black history. I'm talking about really black over there. We all circulate in Egypt, which is Africa. But many Egyptians don't see themselves. I talked to one of my son's kids, him from Egypt. I said, oh, you're African? I said, no, I'm Egyptian. I was like, yeah, you are Africa. You know, they teach over there, they are Egyptian, which is fantastic. But they are in Africa. They own their Egypt, but we study about Egypt. You know, this is not division, guys. We need to tackle these things. Egypt really are proud of themselves, which is fantastic. They said they are not Africa. They teach like Egypt. Guys, I went to I meet somebody from Moroccan. He is Africa, but she told me things I never knew. Like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, we talk like we were in the same job. She told me things I never. I said, Elizabeth, we don't teach because that is North Africa. They don't teach down over there. It's not their fault. It's not the Moroccan fault, but part of their school doesn't teach over there for us. She really said, we don't know much about you. I was like, are you serious? She said, yes. So I was like, wait a minute. I said, yeah, we don't know much. Moroccan walk proudly as Moroccan, which is fantastic. And Egyptian walk proudly as Egyptian. The boy told me, no, I'm Egyptian. I said, yes, but you are African. I said, yeah, but who cares? We just started laughing. I said, where? See? So we jump, boom. So these things, I know it's like it look like I'm always tapping on things, nobody wanna talk, but I believe the really history need to be done in order for us to start loving ourselves. And that one, we're gonna tackle many things after that. The wig, I don't have one, is not important because when you are proud of I'm glad they do this, try to show that we need to own our own hair, but you can own your own hair without owning your self-esteem. Things need to come outside. That's why they say the way you behave, everybody can tell, okay, she has self-esteem, he doesn't. I don't really celebrate these words like self-esteem, confident. They really words I think they choose for people to feel bad about themselves. All this need to be done, like how you value yourself. Teach people. And they don't teach at school like say no when you don't wanna say come you mean it. Things like okay. So it's asked for parents to say, okay, if somebody asks you something you don't want, say no. And don't cringe. And don't go, oh my God, I say no, but maybe I can, yes, maybe after I'm going to say yes, you know? So this, you go around you, go, left and right. Everything we learn ourselves. So if my self-esteem is not school give me, Absolutely not. Even not history. Even I grew up in Africa. I came here 20 something, 27. One of my kids grew here. Asking me, "Mommy, is Africa wear shoes?" I was like, "Wait a minute, yes." And when I bring my son over there, Africa, he was like, "Oh my God, why is the people does have this, mommy?" He was like, "Why is the car is so nani?" He have words like, "Why is it old?" He just didn't. He's why is this? He just compare here and compare there. He's a baby, so he doesn't know really what is going on. I said, why people, why is this? Everybody like accept the reality. And I believe we need to tackle history, and we never agree is this. They were gonna call you, the leader gonna change the history to really put 80% of our history in history books. They're gonna call you dictator, they're gonna call you maybe they're gonna try a coup d'etat to take you out, because they know this is the biggest thing you can tackle. And when we do this, we start to send a message, and we're gonna force history from there, because nobody gonna do this. Everybody's like trying to save their own civilization. I have this idea when I saw Twitter, Elon Musk give 3 million. Everybody like celebrating, he's popular, right? Yeah, this is very good. Yeah, it's like, yeah, very good. But everybody is looking for their own history. Everybody, okay? They put this part of their history, and they put it like tourist, and we go there to see, which is fantastic. We don't have things to see, sure, because we are fighting every day. That's why we have wars over there non-stop. This is by design, because they don't want it look like Haiti. Eh? People can go out. These people are very strong over there. It's like every time you level up, they do everything to level down, because they know when you level up, you're gonna start to value yourself, and they value yourself only gonna push you to the outside of poverty, outside of victim mentality. So people say, "Oh my God, black people." Say, "Yeah, it's not a democracy. It's a Democrat who put." I saw many black people. So it's not democratic. Put the African people, black people to poverty. Is it? Yes, they are right, because everything is celebrating other people than ourselves. We don't own anything. You don't own. That's why they put wars, Africa, they will never stop. Imagine one thing. We have minerals that we can shut down in I can say 2 weeks. Africa shut down everything. Everybody gonna be starved. Forex exchange, Dow Jones, or this exchange market go up. I don't know everything, but gold now is go up, down, but nobody knows where's gold come from. It's not just Africa come gold, but no, where's come from? Nobody see. So if Africa shut down their gold, no, I don't give it. No, I don't want. but we don't have that kind of leader. So when we shut down, so their stock market. Thank you, Universe, for saving me. Stock market. All these things we value. Stock market go up today. Stock market go down, but we forgot where this thing come from. Nobody wanna know. Nobody cares because we don't push them to care enough. We don't. Okay? So Africa, if we shut down, I know they have a problem with, I think, Mali, with another company from based in here, and they they didn't want to pay tax, whatever. I follow this story, and you see how this leader need very, really proud. And I know people say, Elizabeth, you are so stupid. Why you are talking about that? You are in Canada. Go back to your country because you are... No. Everybody, guys, every country have their own rules. North America value anybody than African. North America value any country. You know, if they don't want to pay tax, do you think they're going to go Italy and they will never pay tax? No. They negotiate, they shake hands, but they don't want to do that in Africa. Why? We have a job here because we pay tax, we do a secretion of money. They don't want that over there. So even something like that, God give us to us like our proud thing. They don't want to pay tax. So we go back to history, you go back to education, we don't own anything. So why we are here anyway? Why are we here? Black people, why are we here? This is not a division, guys. But why are we here? So we're gonna live again like we behave like a... So slavery happened. And we are in slavery in education system. We are in slavery on our low self-esteem. We are in slavery on mineral. Imagine, I talk about peace. Last week they have peace in Egypt and Trump went there. And everybody goes everywhere. So which pieces they are talking about? Imagine Congo, they have wars for maybe 6 years. Africa have wars for 60 years. Never peace, and nobody really cares. And if you gonna, God mercy, you gonna shut down this, you never have Nobel Prize. Because Nobel Prize is designed for them, by them, for future them. Yes. So we chase something we never have. What we're gonna have? Study history in history books. Is gonna make a lot of noise. I hope in the future, treore, these biggest leaders, leaders of Senegal and Mali, and these strong leaders. I know people in the West that say, oh, these people are so full of themselves, these leaders. Actually, this should be done. We need to change. So people are going to start to see proud of themselves, which we're gonna cooperate with other race anyway. And the other race, you're gonna start to see, okay, oh, African people will start to value themselves. Okay, I can start to value. Why should they value us? Why? It's not their fault. Why should they? Why should they value us? Why? It's not their fault. We don't value ourselves. You see? So we force them. Love me. Love me. Why you don't value? Somebody tell me nigger is a street. I don't care if somebody say me nigger. I really don't care. I will care if you don't want me to go to the work. I can earn money. I care if you're gonna put my CV down. You don't know look, so I can feed my kids. I don't care if it's Elizabeth, you are sucks. You negro, go back home. I know already. Somebody told me these things. Somebody maybe doesn't know other countries, which is not their fault because they don't teach. See, I remember my colleague. Uh, she was so shaky. One day we were in the work, man. She shake like this because somebody say you are racist. She shaking like. So everybody speak French, but I speak with her in English, my English, okay? But she's with English. Her parent in English came from England, but she wasn't my friend. But sometimes I just wanna practice my English, so we talk, we work it together, and she was shaking because somebody told her she was racist, and the boss is coming to the work. And I go there. I just talk to her. I say, what is happening? I say, Elizabeth, I'm not racist. Da, 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 da. I say, don't worry. Don't worry. She was like shaking, almost gonna fall down. So I calm these things down for everybody in a miraculous way. I say, she's not racist. I say, you are not racist. But because she kind of is, but anyway. But is that important? She didn't want to leave the place, and she kind of is because she always the new immigrant come to be teach to a new um, skills because I was teaching people over there. We do it was meat, so meat company. So I teach people like do this, and they go somewhere else. It's like so maybe she was worried about job, and she was many years over there, which is fantastic. She worried about her job, but we never worry about our job, Africa. They take mineral in raw material, and the same time they blame everybody in immigration. Oh my God, everybody's traversing Black Sea. I don't know, too much immigration. Now Italy gonna shut down immigration. Hey, everybody's like running around. Of course, people gonna come. Of course, you take a mineral by raw material. So this is a job. People doesn't have a job. So it's like what when I go to the social media, like I say, wow, people are so ignorant. I say, yeah, they don't know much. Everybody running around for clickbait, like, oh my God, they take your that was a cause, no more immigration, and people they need to dig in. Where is everything come from? So go back to my colleagues. He was really anxious, and everything is shut down. She was, oh my gosh, I'm not a racist. I say you are racist, but who cares? It's like everybody. So other side, you hate me because they say, you always you see white people. I say no, guys, we need to calm down because this is nothing to do. If you have a job, nobody. We have a job, and she's maybe racist because she's when she finished her job, she go to her own race. They smoke cigarette over there. They don't have contact with us. She's just here for work. And when you go to the TV, they always talk bad about us. Look, they talk about us always in the killing or election times. That is gonna start seeing black people a little bit because they wanna vote. And you have no idea, like we support voting system, immigration. And when they finish this election, they're gonna, oh, we're gonna tight immigration now. We're gonna close the borders. Close the borders. Yeah, go back. And they see 3 years and 4 years. Oh, we are now need election. Boom. They need our names. Oh, and we finish. Everybody now is the power. Borders. I don't need immigration anymore. Close the border. We're gonna be so tight in borders. And this immigration, they just take your job. People doesn't know underneath. This is the game. People, this is the game. They preach, immigration. They take our name for voting machines. When they have their need met, boom, they tighten on. And it's like a game for. But universe says this needs to stop. That's why I'm here in 3 o'clock in the morning. Universe says this needs to stop. It's African people. We never supported treore. I don't care you are Burkina Faso. I don't care which one. You never support Putin too. Guys, pray for Putin. Putin is supporting treore. Treore gonna do good things, which is gonna be blueprint for Africa. And I believe he's the chosen one. He's so young, but he tries so hard. And how many coup d'etat France is doing? And nobody asking. Nobody international, peace, all this peace bullshit. Peace, bullshit, I don't know. They just don't want to look over there because their interest is over there. How come somebody escape all this coup d'etat and nobody international really sit down and say, okay, what is going on there? They don't want to. Why should they? They are in the game. So anyways, guys, I'm going to give you sleep. So African people, we need to support these leaders. Senegal, Tshisekedi, treore, all these chosen one leaders. The leaders put people first, not their ego first. And I believe history will be made through the courageous Burkina Faso leaders, Mali leaders, these leaders. We don't need the leaders like Ruto. No. This bullshit leader, no. Ruto, no. Kagame, no. I don't care. I love people Rwanda. I want one day I'm gonna be Rwanda because we are the same place anyway. Tanzania, right? We are the neighbor anyway. But Kagame, no good. So Museveni. These three leaders, there are many, but these three leaders we should never support. Museveni, Ruto, Kagame. This is serial killers in chief. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Elizabeth. Please push this video so people can see, not for my own gratification, no. Push this video if you are African, if you are black, I don't care. Brazil, I don't care. You are IT, whatever, black people. We need to own our book text, especially in history, especially our own heroes. So our kids gonna stop idolizing others. We start cooperate with others, not idolizing. Is it different? Cooperation. Oh, I'm gonna go to Korea. Okay. Not idolize a Korea. It's different. So I'm go there with a power. And they come here with me is a power. So we have good exchange as human being. Because Koreans have their own history. We don't. And people see this like bad news. Yes, many races see us as bad news. But they forgot this is all deep-seated in history. History is the first thing African Black people need to tackle if we want to change our lives. We can change our wigs, we can change our skin color, we can change it. We're going to always go back to the same stories. And Hollywood going to always make the slave movies every 4 years or 5 years. Another actors. Because this help us to feel inferior. Oh my God, you see, we always in the emotion. Okay? Why they don't put the place, I think it's Senegal, I don't know which country they have where the slave was passing. Why they don't really finance to be world history in the textbook? And people can go see there and they finance it so people can see. And I didn't know. I just dig in and say, oh yeah, we have this. See? Anyway, so they don't want, and we don't need to push them. We need to push ourselves, which is not easy too, because we said, oh, we need to story, Black honey, yeah, Black power. But how gonna have power? Nobody knows who you are. See? Anyway, stupidity. It's like, dude, go back to the root, which is history, which is in the book school did to start put our history, and it all start Africa, and we're gonna bleed here. And they're gonna force to change. And they're gonna have a lot of resistance for this one because they don't want, they know, okay, if Africa goes this, so they're gonna go together underneath and tackle these things. Like when he, I don't know, I can go on. It's many things is laughable. Many things happen is really laughable. Like why? And Black people will spend too much time for no reason, focusing on things is not important. I remember when I was Dar es Salaam, for some reason, I asked somebody question. I don't know me, I was just idea come like this. I asked one man. I was in the store, and my little sister, I don't know what she was buying, the mannequin for clothing, for model for clothing, so she can put her clothing for a store. And all the model was like black, but white and black, and black is not a black like us black the color black. And other model is like long hair, blonde, like like white people. And the other one is a black, like a black color black. So I just asked for some reason, and he was like rude. I was like, why you guys start putting black? Because black we are a lot different color. Black, light skin, and this is gonna be so easy for people to see. Oh, this clothes is matching with my clothing, but we have blue eyes and all this. white people mannequin. I was like, this is simple things. We can start changing this. So people who wanna buy clothing is gonna very easy to see. Oh, this is my skin tone. This is matching. You don't need to to go home to try. And he was like, oh, that's so division. That's a division. I was like, okay. I was just, as my intuition says a bit, I can go on. Is this type of thing I can go on to how is, I ask, how is division? So I see, maybe, yeah, I can see, okay, this is big subject. And you need to be open-minded to digest. But I say, many people, they don't have digestive system for many subject. And school system, they don't push for critical thinking. Like my son sometimes do this, he ask me why. And when I grew up, I always ask why. And my parent was so tired. Why? And I remember my husband is saying, why you always ask why? When we are in a relationship. Why always ask why? I don't know. We need to ask why. I always ask why. So this guy, which he was like, oh, this is division. I was like, how come? So I see, yeah, many things we keep doing because education system too is part of that, because we don't have critical thinking. This is by design. This is not just for Black people. Our kids doesn't have critical thinking. Why I'm doing this? Why I do this? Why I need to hate you someone? Why this? So they know, you just memorize. Champlain, come this year and do this one. Okay, but you have a good. So if somebody have good marks, doesn't mean he's just smart. They have good memories. So it's a bit good memory is smart. No, good memory. Eat broccoli and see. So when he says division, I was like, yeah. And my intuition says this is big subject, and I can go on, but I don't. I know already like where it's gonna end. So I was like, okay. So I say, and when I was in Dubai, I have a chance to have one guy came to me. I don't know why he came to me. We just start talking. He's engineer. He's a talk. We talk, and for some reason I regret never take his phone number. He's Tanzanian. And his wife, I think, is Chinese something. He showed me his wife, his kids, the photos. I remember I regret didn't take his number, because that was kind of people I need to be nearby, because we talk any subject. And he was like so amazed to see somebody from Canada, and I'm Tanzania, and we stay airport. We are waiting for our plane to go Dar es Salaam. We are in Dubai. So this guy is so open-minded. His wife is Chinese, I think. Yeah. He just see like he need to learn, and he doesn't put his ego in front. This is kind of African people we need. He's young engineer. He doesn't take himself too seriously. And he have money, and he's really living his glory life. I was like, wow, you can afford to travel. I said, yeah, I'm an engineer. He showed me this card and how we do things. I was like, really, really young. Maybe he's like 25 or 30. Dynamic. So he was like, we talk subject. We talk about Canada. Everything they talk about over there. I say, no. He told me, Elizabeth, over there, women want to be men. I was like, you, not like you change his sex, no. It's like we just want to push men around. What's we laugh? I say, no. I say, yes. You there, men, women want to be men. You can't be men. I say, no. We don't know. I mean, so we talk about the subject. It's like, oh, yeah, that's, I say, no. In Canada, we have equal to go to school. And school is there for everybody. So if you don't go to school, it's not my fault. It's not because we want to be men. Women are just forcing themselves to be the best. That's it. So, but it was very fun. We talk and this kind of a brain I want to be near me. Somebody not offended so easily, and even as white people, we sit down as white people, we talk about race, about things, and we don't like jump for conclusion. Oh my God, you did this because I'm black or because I'm white. No, I want somebody to be around and we talk, because when in all these things we are just one, but history really penalize us. They jump from one, we started talking about number three. Like, how are we gonna start talking about number three without starting about zero? That's why tarot card, they always start at zero. They never start at number one. Zero. Okay? So anyway, thank you so much, guys. If you wanna more about my video, subscribe or follow me next. My name is Elizabeth and the name of the channel is Elizabeth. Or go to my website. I have a website, financetaro.com, and everything there. My music, my books, everything. Okay? Go there. You're going to find whatever you want. And I'm going to add many things. I'm in the construction of my website anyway. It's finished. But, I like to, we put like home so people can come to see home. Home is like inviting, comfort. Okay, so thank you so much. I encourage you as a black, as African, or any race. There are many people. There are one white people I follow on YouTube. He is very good. I'm gonna find his channel and push. He's very established, but he's talking about things, Africa, what's going on. This is somebody surpass beyond race, because he's at universe one, beyond race. He see the injustice, and he talk about the black people. He talk about any subject, because we can't go on with number three without starting zero. But history is starting on number three, and discount African by design. And nobody can change that. We all African can start changing that. And they're gonna push. Yeah, this is gonna change. I think fake history is in a chopping block. Fake history is in a chopping block. Now people gonna start saying, wait a minute, how about this? Why many things adding, even in the Bible, they have many things add, I know, for just worshiping some people. Yes, I know this is a big subject. I know I don't want to offended anyone. I'm Christian too. But there are things they add purposely, secretly, by design. And we need to start supporting the really readers. Not Ruto, not Kagame, not Museveni. So is son too, yes. This is dangerous leaders. Tshisekedi, treore, Juta. I love his name is like really. I called it, what is it called? I said Juta, I don't know. And the other one. Okay? So we need to support the really leader so they can do good job. You don't need to be Burkina Faso to do this. We need to support. When you see things not okay, you push. Okay? So people are going to see more things we can change. So thank you so much. Have a nice night. Bye.